Welcome to Junkyard Wow. We make it to season 2 and barely because the man has been trying to take down this show for the last half hour. They don't want us to broadcast from the studio. They hate us. But we're back, season 2, and we got our returning guest all the way from LA. It's Susan Who. How you doing,
Hi,
Susan?
everybody. I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
So what do you think about the man trying to take down the show?
Not today, Satan. Not today. They're not gonna take us down, that's for sure.
I know. I mean, what are they doing? Like, what do they think we're doing here? We're saving people through podcast, comedy, weed, and fun.
Yes, that's for sure. I mean, when we're successful, they don't want us to be successful. But guess what? That's not gonna happen because we're gonna thrive. We're
I,
gonna take them down.
yeah, I mean, like, who do they think they are trying to bring this show down? This show
Yeah.
is like it's like a gift through all the muddle, through all the fentanyl smoke outside. I come out like a phoenix. I risen. I shine.
Yep, that's for sure.
Hey, so did you go to? You went to like theater camp this week, or?
No, so I went to, well, first of all, I took acting classes through NYLA. They're an agency and they're wonderful. So NYLA, we have celebrities, coaches like Robert Vito. He's in Spy Kids 3. We had Connor Wow. We had Gabe Foster. He's in Star Wars. So all these celebrity coaches, modeling coaches, we do every week classes, and then we have boot camps on weekends. So it's 2 hour boot camp plus an hour class, and they teach you skills. They teach you how to memorization, monologue, TV commercials. We have homework every week. We It's like a Zoom. So we have our classmates like 10-ish people. Maximum is like 12. So it's a very small, intimate class. And we get to do a mock trial, scenes, and just have fun and learn from the best in the industry that is still working in the industry these days. So, and then after that, I did several months of that, and after that, we have what's called a live showcase. So we showcase to agents, to casting directors, talent managers, and then from there on, if they like you, if they like what they see, they scout you. So I got scouted to go to IPOP. IPOP is a very exclusive industry invite only talent. And what we do is we have months and months to prepare for IPOP. Again, it's coaches, the same coach you have, from your class. I had Robert Vito and Steve Robert. Steve Robert is actually a talent manager. So he tell us exactly what talent managers are looking for. And Steve taught us everything from, how to work our monologue to memorization to techniques
I got a question.
to
I got a question about.
sure.
I had trouble with memorization. Like, how do you do that? How do you remember all those lines? Like, do they have techniques
So
for that or?
yeah, so there is a method to it. It's called like chunks, chunks. So you dissect into chunks. So memorize 2 lines a day. Memorize 2 to 3 lines a day, and that's all you memorize for a week or a couple of days, and then go on to the next couple of lines, and then go on to the next couple lines, and then once you have these lines memorized, what you could do is put it all together in the paragraph that you memorize, and then from there on, you just keep reciting. You recite while you're working, you recite while you're cooking, you're walking, whatever your everyday you're doing, just keep reciting.
Hey,
So
so
that's how you memorize
were
it.
you filming something before the strike happened or?
I wasn't filming anything that's before the strike happened. I was working on projects that but it's my own project. So I'll talk about that later on. So um I haven't been uh selecting or anything doing the striking or before the strike, so I'm not like putting audition out, so I'm good right now. But plus I'm a non-union, and that's only targeted to union and writers guild people right now. So if you're a union, you're kind of out of luck at the moment. But the non-union, we can still work. So
Oh, that's true. Because they
yeah.
can't tell you. Yeah, they can't tell you. Is it harder to join the union these days or?
Um, it is. It depends. With unions, you can get a SAC union through films, through, as long as you have like a speaking part, and if they waive it for you, then you can join the SAC union. But I've been told by many professional industries, people, it's best not to join SAG for several reasons. Because once you join SAG, you're under their criteria.
It's
So,
expensive, isn't it? Or
huh?
it's expensive, SAG. You got to pay
Yeah,
every year.
yeah. But also, not only that, unless you get a waiver from, the movie that you're working on, and usually it's big budget movie studios will waiver that kind of stuff for you for the first year. But then after that, you have to pay. But so with SAG, there's benefit, there's good and bad, right? So SAG, you're protected against, you know, all these unions. But at the same time, like I said, right now, they're running into trouble because the CEOs are not paying these people the right amount. So they don't have, work that's like make a living wage. You know what I mean? These people can't make a living wage. They don't have health insurance and so on and so forth. So yes, you're protected, but you're not protected in that way in paid wise.
Now,
You're protected in work. Like,
Netflix has a lot of programs from around the world, right? So
oh
they
yeah, yeah.
they buy shows, but are those people protected? I mean, do they have unions or are they, how does
It
that work?
depends what show you're on, but majority of the shows on Netflix, HBO, Apple TV, they're all mostly union people, mostly.
Did you watch
I
the
mean,
World Cup? Are you watching the World Cup?
I have not have time to watch any of that.
Oh yeah, it's in the middle of the night though, the games.
Yeah, I don't have time to watch that at the
Oh yeah.
point. Yeah. So with IPOP, go back to IPOP is it's a week of intense training. Once you get there, you have classes or like boot camps. So we have 2-hour boot camps and we meet with our classmates, our coaches, and people around the world from other schools, agencies, and things like that. So we have about 4 days of training of modeling, TV commercial, TV beauty, um, monologues, and then there's singing, there's dance competitions. So we train for 4 days straight, nonstop. From 7 in the morning, we have team meeting, our group meetings, up until maybe 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
Let me
And
hear
in
you
between, we
sing.
have breaks. We
Let,
have breaks.
let me hear
But
you
then,
sing. Let me
huh?
hear let me hear you sing.
I don't sing. I
Oh,
don't sing.
I thought
So,
they taught you how to sing.
well, no, you can sign up for that category. I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't sign up for that category or the dance category because I'm just not good at those, and I'm not gonna
what?
make fool of myself in front of, talent coaches and judges and all that stuff. So, and then with that said, like you pretty much performed for talent managers, agents, casting directors, and like the competitions. And after that, we have what's called a callback. So people get callbacks, depends how many agency or agents manager want to sign you.
Mm-hmm.
So I had 3 agencies want to sign me.
Oh, that's
So
good.
I'm not going to go into detail of which company because I haven't decided yet, but I have a talent manager and an agent
That's
right now.
great.
I'm not going to reveal which company just yet. Um, and then after that, then your talent manager is supposed to work with you on a personal level, getting you work, getting you jobs. And then your agent is supposed to negotiate contracts with like movies or commercials and all that stuff for you. Um, so it's like almost like representation. So anything that I work on, I have to let them know and they will negotiate rates for me. Um, so that's what they do.
Oh
And
yeah, because
then,
they get a cut of everything you make, right?
yeah, 10%, industry standard is 10%.
But you're paying both the talent manager and the agency.
It depends who gets you work. They can get you work both simultaneously as well, but your talent manager is the one who's going to get you most work because they working with you exclusively one to one. They're more personable with you. They will call you up, say like, 9 p.m. Like, do you have your monologue memorized? Do you have your script memorized? Your agent is more of business deal. They work more of the business side of it for you. They try to make you offers and deals and sign, contract with studios and movies and, with like commercials, and things like that. So
But right now, everything is like shut down mostly, isn't it?
yeah, everything is completely shut down, but I'm a non union, so they can still submit me. It's just not going to be a lot of work at the moment for
Oh
them.
yeah. So, are they filming commercials at all, or are they filming anything? Or
It depends on the company. If I'm working with major studios, no. If I'm working with indies, yes, like student films and things like that. But agent and manager are not going to go to like do like for us to do any student films, any indies. They want major studios or major companies for us to go out with.
yeah, because
On the other
they're
hand,
trying to get paid, right? They want.
oh yeah, yeah. If we don't work, they don't pay. If we
Yeah.
work, even if we do auditions, we didn't get the auditions, we didn't get the part, they don't get paid.
So what are the agents doing now? Like what? Since there's no
Well,
work, what do they do all day? The agents Did they
So the
just
agents right now are just scouting people. Like they go to these conventions, like exclusive conventions, like IPOP to scout for new talents. And they basically, gearing up us for the new phase of the entertainment industry filming, um, films, TVs, commercials when the strike is over. Basically, they're preparing us for that.
so did you go to theater camp when you were younger?
I didn't. No, I never went to theater camp. I've always do films, things like on my own. So actually, I'm more like into like play piano when I was younger, things like that. Never really gone to theater camp or anything like that. But I was in chorus in high school and my, doing high school and college years. So I
So
was
you
in
do
that.
sing. You do sing.
I do things, but not a cappella or not in solo. I sing with a group. So
Okay.
yeah, so with iPod, I did first time ever did a real runway fashion show, a real runway swimming wear. That was nerve-wracking. But we have coaches, Suzanne Vonchek. She's awesome. She's been like many, many, top like shows and she's now a teacher. So I've been taught and taught by these industry professionals, the top of their game. So
Were you wearing high heels when you were walking on the runway? Or
say that again.
did they make you wear high heels or
Yeah, you can. I wear high heels. Yes, correct.
so did they teach you how to walk or
Oh yeah, they taught us how to walk from beginning to end. Like we have sessions, we have 2 hour boot camps, and the teacher, Suzanne, she taught us from the very beginning level how to walk, how to pose, how to, get that industry picture from special Getty image.
mm-hmm.
So, those kind of things that she taught us how to do. How to like not to really smile in the wrong way. Like when you go, you're supposed to have a serious face, not like smile much, just like kind of like have a serious face.
Yeah, you got pictures with a lot of different famous people. Like I was looking at your Instagram page. Like it's impressive. I get shy around people. I don't really take
Like,
pictures with people that much.
like what? I mean, I work in the industry, so
No, but you
prior to all this, I work with the Emmys.
no, but you have pictures with a lot of famous people. I'm just saying that I get shy. I don't really ask to take pictures with people. So
I mean,
I'm
I don't
impressed
really
that
ask.
I'm impressed that you do it. Like how do you do it? You just
I mean, I don't really ask for pictures. They just want to take pictures with me, really.
oh
Like,
yeah. I mean who
I
doesn't
mean,
want to
that's
take
when you interview them, like especially my job, I was a red carpet host,
oh
right? So
yeah.
after you interview them, they want picture with you, like
Oh that's good. Yeah.
especially because they're publicists need pictures because when they publicists do like a press stuff, so when they write up press stuff, they know who interviewed them. So a lot of times their publicists would ask for pictures. And then when they ask for pictures, I usually just ask their publicist, hey, can you take a picture with my camera? You know what I mean? With my phone, whatever. So they do it.
That's good. So
Yeah.
how is San Marcos? How's the weather right now?
The weather is amazing. It's like 80 something. It's 86. I'm not sure you're looking on my phone app. It's 86 and sunny. It's great. I love it down here. It's not too hot. Of course, my AC is running a little bit, but.
Yeah. My dad is in
Yeah.
San Marcos. My dad and stepmom. They live near a golf course. I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
sure which. Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
not too
sure.
far from the golf course.
Huh? Oh yeah, you're probably around the corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I'm probably around the corner from your folks then.
Yeah, they don't even play golf. Like, I don't know why they live near a golf course, but yeah. Do you have like a big pool or
I do have a pool and a jacuzzi over here
nice.
and a barbecue grill, so I do have that.
So
Yeah.
why is it you decided not to be in LA? You don't like it or
No, I love LA. It just LA and I have a very love-hate relationship. I love LA. LA is like what I want to be in my heart and my soul. But part of it I hate LA is traffic.
Yeah, you're like
The
2 hours away, right? Or
I'm about an hour and a half because I'm in the north. So I can get to Anaheim about 45 minutes to 50 minutes without traffic.
you should go a lot to Anaheim. Go
I
watch the
do, I do,
go
I
watch
do
the
go to
Angels
Anaheim.
play. Are you like an Angels fan or
No,
uh,
I'm a Dodger fan.
Oh yeah, you're a Dodger fan. That's right.
I am a Dodger fan all the
Yeah.
way.
I'm an Angels fan. I'm like, damn.
That's good. I just went to a Dodgers game like 3 weeks ago with a bunch of friends.
How was it?
That was great. It was awesome. It was very good.
It's weird that Dodger Stadium is like it's very well hidden. Like it's hard to find.
Yeah, it's in a part of town that is kind of, and the roads is kind of like San Francisco is like up the hill, kind of.
I think everybody has a love-hate relationship with LA. Eh,
Oh yeah, everybody does have a lovely relationship in LA. You want to be in LA, but then you don't want to drive in LA. You know what I mean? You want to live in LA, but you don't want to drive in LA.
I'd rather
So
not
a
live
lot
in
of
LA,
people,
huh?
huh?
I'd rather not live in LA. I prefer Orange County than
Yeah, a lot of people want to live in OC, Orange County, or Riverside. We're close to San Diego, like borderline. Where I am right now, it's borderline LA and San Diego zone.
So how long does it take you to get to downtown San Diego?
About 40 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Have you been on the Midway or
Have I been what?
on the Midway? Did you go on the Midway or
What's the Midway?
it's an aircraft carrier in San Diego.
No, I have not.
Do you get
I
out to
have
San Diego much or
um every now and then, yes. With my work, I usually stay up here in North Side. Occasionally I go down to San Diego. Like today I'm going down San Diego for my work. So that's why I'm trying to, get out about an hour early just to beat the traffic.
oh yeah, you going to Costco or
No, no, no. I do like Ralph's, Vons. I serve alcohol at
uh,
these grocery stores.
oh that's right. What alcohol company do you work for?
I work for White Claw. I work for Stella Rosa,
I,
Bud Light, June Shine. I work for June Shine. I work for Tito's vodkas, tequilas, you name it. I work with all these vendors.
I love
Like
Stella
like
Rosa.
downstairs right now, like literally where my counter is, I have a full entire stock bar.
Well, we're coming down. We're coming down
Yeah,
to I love
I'm
Stella
down.
Rosa. I used to drink wine coolers when I was in high school, and somebody told me the Stella Rosas taste like wine cooler.
Oh
And
yeah, Stella Rosa is my favorite because they taste like juice. It's dangerous.
yeah, they don't even taste like alcohol. And yeah, that is dangerous because you're downing it. You're like, do you have people like, do they follow you around trying to get free liquor?
I do have people that knows me, from all these stores, they don't like stalk me or anything. They don't know when I'm gonna be at which store. They have no idea,
You
but they
don't.
do show up. I mean, these are local people, okay? So
Do you
they,
post it, or do you post when you're at a different store, or
I do post it, because the company want me to post them. But so, like I said, I don't really get stalkers. There's not stalkers because nobody know where I'm gonna be at what store ahead of time.
I'm not talking about
So,
stalkers, but are there people who do you hand out like free liquor, or
oh yeah, I hand out like shots of liquor.
so are there
Yeah.
people who just like follow you just to get the liquor, or
No, I mean these are local, shoppers that live locally. So they see me all the time. They'll come up to me and talk to me, and be asking me like how my day, what's going on. They become your clients after a while.
do you have to cut
Not
people off,
friends.
or
Huh?
do you cut people off like, nah, you can't?
Yes, some people will be like, "Can I have two shots?" No, I can only give you like one, you know, and then you have to sign a waiver. We have a waiver you have to sign. So if you don't sign that waiver, I cannot give back shots to you, basically.
It looks like you serve a pretty good shot there, though, Susan. This is Paul.
It's about 3 ounce.
Yeah, so
About
it's a real shot, like from a bar. Whenever I get those samples, they're always like literally like a quarter of a shot, just enough to get it in your mouth and go, "Oh, that tastes good."
Yeah, I mean, depend what company you work for. Some company only give you half, somebody give you like, but most company I work for, they want people to really try it. So it's about 3 ounce.
That's pretty cool. That's a good serving.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend
So
runs a comedy show on Fridays, and he gives out drink tickets, and he gave out a drink ticket to some guy who he said was a comedian, and the guy used it on a $30 drink.
mhm.
And he was really upset about it. He was like, "What are you doing? What are you using?" Like, yeah, what's the most expensive liquor you have? Which is the high end stuff?
Yeah, no, we don't give out tickets. We do give out coupons, save $1 or, buy two, get, half price off or something, offer like that.
Do you go to events, or do you go to colleges? Do you go to like a
I
fraternity and show up
I
with a
don't. I do not. I only do groceries
Yeah.
and wine and spirits, and that's about it. Like I work for a vendor. I'm a vendor from a third party company, so they just pretty much hire me and go out to these places.
How many times a week do you do this?
I work whenever I feel like working, maybe like 4 or 5, 4 or 5 times a week, and then I do Uber Eats, whenever I feel like it.
Oh, you
So
deliver?
yes, so I do Uber Eats as well.
That's good.
So I work on my own schedule. So yeah, so that's why I said that I tend to go to the store around 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock when it's busy, when it's about to get busy. So I make my own schedule, which is pretty nice.
That's fun. I mean, I wish I could make my own schedule. I don't even got a schedule to make. I mean,
Well, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I
I
mean,
think it's both. I mean, you gotta keep busy, you know. You gotta
yeah,
keep busy. If you're only, you know, if your only job is to like not do anything, then that's what you do. You do nothing. So, I mean, you
yeah.
got.
I mean, if you like what you do,
So you're
to
from
me,
Philly, or
huh?
you're from Philadelphia, right?
Yes, I'm from PA zone. Yes, correct.
Are you a WWE fan, or do you watch wrestling?
I'm not a sports fan by any means, so I'm not really a sports fan.
Oh, because WrestleMania is taking place in Philadelphia this year.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I don't follow sports at all.
Well,
I follow
it's not really
I
a sport.
follow
It's more like entertainment.
well, I follow people like musicians or like Taylor Swift, like all that stuff, like much more like film, music, TV
I'm gonna take a
than
guess. You didn't go see Taylor Swift.
no, I want to get tickets, but I couldn't. So it was sold out. 4 nights in LA, 4 nights in a row. But, you know, whatever. So,
Beyonce is cheaper though. Beyonce is coming around. Do you go to a
oh
lot
yeah.
of shows or?
I used to go to a lot of concerts. I used to go to like tons of concerts. But now I'm kind of pulling back because A, they get very expensive and I'm not willing to pay nosebleed seats for like $250. Used
Yeah,
to $250 could get you really good seats.
it's true. It's expensive. Like the
Like,
when the Dead were doing their concerts here like last month. Yeah, it was like $300 a ticket, and it wasn't a lot, but it was so much and stuff.
yeah, but it's like nosebleed seats, right? It's not even like good seats.
Yeah. Hey, so you at the comedy store or you go to the comedy clubs?
Sometimes I do go to comedy clubs.
You go to
Sometimes.
what shows do you go to?
I usually go to um I haven't been to comedy clubs in a while. The last comedy club I went to was to go support my friend, my girl, Jodie Sweetin
Yeah,
from Fuller House.
I saw that. Like, how you saw her set? Is she funny or?
Yeah, she's pretty funny. She has her new show called Family Dinner or Family, yeah, something like that. Let me just double check. That's what Family Dinner Show. She actually hosts the Family Dinner Show in LA at the Comedy Store. So she's pretty funny. She does like improvs. Like she has three other comedians. They brought their favorite dish.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have to talk about their favorite dish and why it meant the, why that favorite dish meant a lot to you. So when I went was Father Day's weekend. So there's three comedians. They brought dishes that meant a lot to them. And then they talk about it. And then Jody just pretty much make fun of it, and we all make fun of it. And then we play games. Yeah, so it's about like an hour and a half show. It's really fun. Jody make it really fun too.
Have you tried
So
stand up? Do you do stand up comedy or?
I don't, but my friends has told me I should because they thinks that I am like Margaret Cho, like in a funny way. Because sometimes I say things that I don't realize, and a lot of my friends, well, my high school friend that is, call me Asian version of Jessica Simpson because sometimes I say like blonde dumb shit, if you know what I mean.
Did you see
Like
Barbie or?
I haven't seen Barbie. Like I said, I've just been really busy for the last month or so, weeks to do iPop. Like I'll just focus on iPop stuff. I haven't had time to really do anything that's like, you know, go into movies or watch anything that I want to watch. So
Do they teach you
I've
improv at IPOP or?
no, but they kind of yes and no. I mean, with monologues, you do improv. Like it's like if you are talking to another person, you have to pretend who you talking to, and you gotta improv that a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So it's a yes or no kind of deal.
You should take an improv class.
I
Improv
know
is
I
improv is so
should.
much fun. I mean,
Well, one of my good friend, he's an improv. He does a lot of improvs.
mhm.
And I'm sure you know this person's name too.
Who is it?
Ben Glebe.
Oh yeah.
He does a lot of improv. So he just premiered his new show called The Endings like 2 weeks ago. He just did a virtual show and a in person in Silver Lake. And I
Mhm.
got to go to the virtual show during IPOP. Yeah, so I mean I don't know what he's gonna be doing with that, but he just did that. It was pretty funny. Um, and then he has his new or the newer show. It's on YouTube. It's called The Mad King.
Mhm.
So, and then he has other older show is called The Neurotic Gangsters. So check him out.
Oh, that's good.
And it's pretty cool guy though. Like he's really awesome person. I met him twice. Hung out with him and his friends. They're pretty cool.
So yeah, you were at his birthday party, weren't you? Or
I was celebrating his birthday with a lot of his friends and a couple of Mad Ones, which is our own group, what he called it. So we had that, and back in January, we had a Mad One meetup with Ben. So we did that. So yeah, and then we all went to dinner or lunch with Ben after. We just celebrated his birthday. It's been really, really hard for him this year. I'm not going to talk about why, because that's very personal.
oh yeah, it's all
So
right, you know.
yeah, so if you're his friends, I'm sure you've seen the things that he went through this year. Very hard on him at the moment. Yeah, so we decided to celebrate his birthday at the Dodgers game with a few of his friends. His brother, his two little nephews, were there, and some of the Mad Ones were there. So we made his birthday basically.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wanted
Yeah.
to go to San Diego on July 4th because the Angels were playing in San Diego. But my
Yeah.
my dad was in Mexico. Yeah, they went to can you believe that my dad was in Mexico for July 4th? What kind of
No,
what kind of stuff is that, you know? How you leave the
I
country
mean,
for July 4th? They got to take your
well,
citizenship away.
I mean, I'm sure he has a good reason.
Oh yeah, my stepmom's Mexican. So my stepmom retired, so they were out there celebrating for a couple of weeks. But yeah,
Well, still,
I had this plan of going up there, but the Angels lost really badly, so it was kind
uh,
of good I didn't go. My trout got injured, so maybe it
oh,
was good
okay.
I wasn't down there for that. But yeah, I was excited. I was like, damn.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Dodgers lost when I was there. So,
Oh yeah.
he's to San Francisco Giant.
Oh yeah, the local team and stuff. Yeah, the Giants are actually playing Anaheim. I think tomorrow they're up there. Yeah.
Huh?
Do you hate the Giants, don't you? Are you one
I
of the
mean, I don't hate the Giants. I'm not a fan of any other team but the
back
Dodgers.
back in the day the Giants and Dodger fans used to hate each other back in
Oh,
the
really?
1980s? Yeah. You would go to
Oh,
the games, you would see people fighting. Were there people
hmm.
fighting at the game or
No,
no fights at
no,
all? No.
nope. It
Yeah.
was it was a peaceful game.
Yeah, the Dodgers and Giant fans used to fight at the games. It was like you
I
couldn't.
mean, in our own group, there's a Giant fan. He still seems to be fine with it. But then, we tease him more about it.
Yeah, you couldn't even walk around with Dodger hats like in the
Hmm.
'80s out here. People would hit you like it was intense. But now it's not
Yeah.
like it's like mellowed down and stuff.
Okay.
So what do you think about the strike? You think it's gonna get settled soon, or?
I really hope so, but I don't think so. I'm seeing this strike is going to go down like a domino effect. I think prediction ish, cinematographers, all those production people is going to start standing up because this is just doesn't, this is not just affect the writers or the SAG people. This is affect the producer, the writer, the directors, everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it affects everybody. If you're not working, nobody's getting paid and stuff. But
Yeah, and I think it's I really hope it doesn't get too bad, but I again I don't know what the agreements are. There's seems to be no agreement at this point. And then I really hope that they don't replace actors with AI because there's rumor talks about being replaced. And why would you replace an AI? Because you're there, then you start getting in with there's no emotion, no connections, no. It's just gonna be an emptiness. We're just gonna be watching an empty robot try to make connections with the audience.
well, people like that, don't they? I mean, it's not even a strike because I mean, like really, it was Netflix that they don't want to pay anybody, you know? I
I
mean,
mean, these CEOs and stuff, they got billions of dollars and yet they're on their yacht and jets, cruising, flying around. At least what they could do is pay us all better and
yeah.
allow us to make a real living like people in the real world. You know what I mean? Like us people in entertainment industry cannot make a real living, like real living, as in not in second job, not doing Uber, not doing Lyft, not doing three other jobs just to get by. You know what I mean? Like, how about pay us like a real job that people can actually make a living?
Yeah, that should be it. And their thinking is like the Netflix is probably thinking they're not making as much money as people think they are, you know. A
I
lot of
mean,
people
they're
are
making a
sharing.
whole right. They're
be-
making a whole lot in any of us that's actors.
But it's like how much is a Netflix? It's like $5 a month, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And then not only that, like you can't do share stream anymore.
Yeah,
You
you
have to
can't share, yeah.
it's like used to be like, there's many accounts that you could share across the board with your friends, your family. They don't even allow that anymore.
And
Where
they
they're charging individually like $6.99 for basic and like premium is like what $9.99 or something like that.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, we got Netflix, but I wouldn't get it. You know,
Yeah,
I'm all
I have
about
Netflix.
I'm all about anything free.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, they already charging us a whole lot of money, and they want to be greedy and not pay us actors, people, productions, writers, money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so sad. I think this industry people are saying, don't quote me on this, but I read something. You got to be qualified for $26,000 to even get a health benefit. And in this industry, not many people can make 26K in a year,
Mhm.
realistically.
Do you get health benefits in your job or?
I do get health benefits with my job with my companies. So,
Yeah, 26 like I think maybe less than 10% of the actors actually make enough money, you know, to do
yeah, I
anything.
mean, the only people that make enough money are these A-listers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, people want to say influencers count. Influence doesn't count under entertainment. You
No.
know what I mean? They're just influencers. They have nothing to do with the entertainment industry.
I know if somebody's paying you to advertise, that's different, you know. You're not making material, you're not writing it, you're not
Yeah.
hiring a bunch of editors. I mean, so many different people going to making a TV show and a movie. It's like, and if they're gonna get cheap, I mean, it's gonna be a big problem and stuff. I think we
Yeah,
should
I
just
mean,
cancel Netflix.
right. I mean, if you think about it, how many, at least hundreds of people involved in production when you have a movie, not even just a movie, like even like like a music video. Let's see, you have crew, you have catering people, you have actors, you have the main singers, you have the writers, you have the production people, you got PA, you got the assistant PA. Like if you all add up, is around 50 to 100 people at least, a crew wise.
Yeah, they
You
gotta
know,
pay
so
people up. It's crazy and stuff.
yeah, it's not just like 10, 5, 10 people. These are student films that you could do, but like you're saying, like, especially like Universal or something, like these these studios at least have more than 100, more than like 200-300 crews, even, you know, because they got costume design, costume people, like the big budget ones, like Barbie. For example, like Barbie, they probably have like, I'm guessing around like these 2 or 3 thousand people in just to produce that movie. Like the whole entire crew, just
I'm
it's
really
not gonna be
upset
like
the
a
late
hundred
night.
people.
I'm really upset the late night talk shows aren't running right now. I miss
Yeah.
these people and their jokes and their opinions. I'm like, why can't those people do their show? Like, why can't they just do a monologue?
Well, everything has to do with SAG, right? So everything has to be unioned, like talk shows, all that's are unioned. Like the things like that, they're all studio, they're unioned.
Even podcasts, like if I play a song, they're gonna and if I play a song and stick it on YouTube, I'm not paying like copyright on it.
Yeah,
YouTube
you
is
have to pay. You have to pay
yeah.
royalties. Yeah, yeah, you have to pay royalties and all that stuff.
We had an artist on a show last week. He
Mm-hmm.
was debuting his YouTube video.
Yeah.
He is the artist. This is the first time it's been on YouTube. YouTube gave us a copyright infringement.
Oh really?
And they said,
Why is
"Hey, do
that?
you have authorization from this artist to play this song?" And I'm like, "For one, you just heard the song, YouTube, so you don't even know about this song." Two,
Yeah.
yeah, we're sitting with the artist, we're interviewing the artist, and they're debuting it on this show, YouTube. But of course,
Oh
YouTube's
yeah.
a bot, right? So YouTube
Oh yeah.
doesn't understand anything. YouTube's AI at this point. And so you're
Oh yeah.
talking, you're yelling into the wind, so to speak.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not
So
afraid of
they
AI, because I'm looking forward to driverless cars,
oh
because
yeah, I mean
I can't
Tesla
drive,
is the
so I'm wondering if they're gonna let me have a driverless car if I don't have a license. Is that gonna be
I
allowed?
mean, there's self-driving car like Tesla right now.
Yeah, in San Francisco they have a bunch of self-driving cars. You said your whole house is like is AI, isn't it? Your whole house.
Yeah, my house right now, it's basically half AI. It's everything is digital control on my phone.
Do you like that or?
I do not like that because A, if I lose my phone, I'm in big trouble. They can break into my phone and then start programming my temperature, everything, my lock. They can open my door, they can run my wash machine. They can do everything on my phone. They
So
can mess with my phone.
what happens if you do lose your phone? You gotta go to the Apple store right away, or
Well, no, what I have to do is log on to, if I find a computer or somewhere, I have to log onto my account and disable everything. Physically disable everything.
so even your washing machine runs on your phone.
Oh yeah, everything runs on my phone.
Your temperature?
Everything.
What temperature do you have your house?
At 80.
80 degrees, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of high, isn't it? I would go lower.
No, I mean, doesn't get too hot over here. Plus, my house is kind of shaded,
Oh, yeah.
so even when I put it like 80, my my AC kicked in. So
So even your front door is connected to your phone? I mean,
yeah, it's called Ring.
that's kind of dangerous. Like, I mean, anybody could program that to get in and stuff.
Well, no, I set up codes, so I have codes to get into my door, like one of those 4-digit codes. So I did that as a protection in case I lost whatever. Like I set a 4-digit code. And then if my friends come to my home, I don't have to give them my real code. I can set up another 4-digit code for them.
Yeah, my
So
neighbor has a door like that has their door programmed that their door opens on a code. Like, yeah, I've seen those. A lot of realtors do that kind of stuff.
yeah, so my house is open codes. Like you gotta know the codes. And then like say my friend comes, I can set up a 4-digit code for them, you know, and then they can open it. But then I'll still get notified if they open my door.
Oh, yeah.
But mostly my friends comes, they're just with me. They don't go out by themselves or nothing. So, they're all with me.
So was it hard to get used to all that with your phone or?
First, yes, because it's like you forget. Like, I mean, we do have a physical key to get inside the door. But it just like sometimes you're like you forget, like when I go out, I forget to turn off the AC. I'll just program everything on my phone. I just say turn it off. You know what I mean? So it's get used to it. It's just try to get used to it. It takes a while. You know what I mean? Because we're so like doing everything by hand instead of pushing a button or slide a little bar on your phone and things like that.
That's crazy. When I was in high school, my dad would take me to school and he always thought the garage door was open. He always thought he forgot it. So he would always drive back.
Oh
Just
yeah, so now it's like if you forgot to close your garage door, you can just push the button on your
yeah.
phone.
I
At the
asked him
same
if
time,
he ever
driving
found the
home.
garage door open. He said he found it one time open.
Mm.
But yeah, he used to do that every time he would come back. Come back. I was like,
Yeah, my parents is that same thing. Like, now it's just like you can look at your phone if you have clothes or not.
yeah.
So you just push a button.
Yeah, it would seem like even your oven turns on. Even you gotta turn your oven on or
Yeah, I mean, except for my stove and everything is not AI controlled. But everything else is, you
that
know.
that sounds complicated. I mean, like, I don't know what I would
Like my house is armed right now.
huh?
Like I armed my house when I'm alone, which means my house is security system is on. So whoever try to break in from any door or any of my windows, it will sound.
Oh yeah. It'll
So
go to
yeah,
the police or
it will alert the police within 90 seconds if I don't shut it off within 90 seconds.
but you don't have a real like your car doesn't get broken into a lot in that area, do you? Or
No, I'm in a safe area. My community has a gate. I have a gate. It's a gated community.
oh yeah. Because yeah, I hear everybody's car gets broken into these days.
Now here, we have a
No.
gated community.
You sound like you live in a safe place. Like you ever miss
Mm.
craziness? You gotta go back to LA. It sounds like you're having too much fun, you know? You gotta go
Yeah,
back to the LA craziness and stuff.
I know. I mean, like I said, I love LA. Like, that's where I want to be, but I just don't want to drive in that traffic. That's all.
Yeah, the traffic is terrible down there. Like, traffic
Yeah.
is terrible anywhere. Like, I mean, I never understood how people did it. Like, having to spend like 2 hours every day in traffic. When I did it, I was like, I felt stupid because I thought I didn't have to do it. Why did I end up in traffic?
Yeah, I mean, that's why another reason why I moved down a little bit closer to the borderline of LA. Because it's, I'm still in the LA zone, sort of, but then I'm closer to where I need to get, when I need to be,
So,
than what I used to be in La Jolla.
oh, La Jolla, do you ever go to Tijuana?
No, I haven't yet.
You don't seem like somebody who would go to Tijuana. Like,
No, I'm not too crazy to go down there.
oh yeah,
You know, not really.
I
I
like
mean,
Tijuana. I went there a couple times. I actually, we went there before we were 21 to go drinking because you can drink in Mexico at 18. So
oh yeah, I
yeah,
know a lot of kids go down there. A lot of college
yeah,
kids.
it's
Yeah.
like a rite of passage. I don't know what we were thinking. Back then, you could go without a passport. You could just go in and out with a
Oh yeah,
driver's
now,
license. Yeah.
yeah, now you need a passport.
Yeah, now you can enter Mexico without a passport. You just can't get back in. Like anybody can
Yeah,
go into Mexico when they feel like it. It doesn't
yeah,
seem fair, you know?
yeah, that's for sure.
So did you
That's for
always want to
sure.
live in San Diego or?
No, not really. I mean, I never really actually want to live in San Diego till I live in San Diego for before the pre-pandemic. Then I liked it because of traffic. That's why I liked it here. The traffic is what I like. The other parts, living is just living, you know what I mean? It's more convenience in LA, that's for sure,
My
you
whole
know?
family tried to move to San Diego. Like they all wanted to move to San Diego. Like,
The funny thing is, a lot of people I met from LA starting moving down to Oceans, like what you call it, to OC, to Riverside, to Fulton, to borderline LA, even San Diego zone too.
yeah.
I met a lot of people that like I've worked with. They all moved from or like LA zone down here, and they commute up, because they rather do that than have to sit in traffic for like 2 hours, like you said.
Yeah, I did a couple months in San Bernardino. I couldn't take it. I was there during the
Yes,
summer. I just said, you can't live in this place.
yeah. So a lot of people I know migrate down here from LA zone.
Yeah.
You know,
Do you go to the beach at all or
I do. I try to go to the beach, every now and then if I get the time.
are there beaches in San Marcos or
Oh yeah, there is beaches by Oceanside. There's beaches here. Um, then there's Mission Beach, you know, PB, OB. So they're a little bit farther, but there's still beaches out here.
so you're from
Um,
Taiwan? Do you ever go back or
I've been back 3 years ago before the pandemic hit. That's about it. I mean, my cousins and my aunts are back there. You know, and my uncles and everybody is over there.
so do you get asked to audition in Chinese or
I do sometimes.
is it different when you're acting in Chinese and in
Yeah,
English?
it's very different because you got to think, right? It's not like English. It's like you automatically just can memorize things. In Chinese, like I have to reverse it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I
because
don't get too much of that. So,
yeah, because Spanish is my first language, you know. I'm
oh,
from Chile,
nice.
I'm from South America. Yeah, and
Oh,
there was a point where I stopped thinking in Spanish and started thinking in English.
okay.
Did that happen to you? Do you translate in your head or do you?
Yeah, I translate English in my head first and then, go from there. So, yeah.
So what are your goals? Where can people find you and stuff?
You can. My goals is try to get as many auditions I can to make as many movies, commercials, and just put myself out there. Um, with my agent's help and my manager's help as well. But I'm also going to be self-submitting things. You got to be proactive. Don't wait for your agent or your manager to do things for you because they're also busy with their own lives and other clients. So I just have to be proactive, and that's about it. And I'm also working on another project. It's called Anthropology Films. So is um like I'm working as a producer and an actress. It's a project that I working on with few other people. So we have the script and we're just getting into crowdfunding the next couple weeks or months. And then we're gonna be producing a solution film, which a solution film is like how do people change to solve a solution to positive solutions.
So crowdfunding, like, is it hard to raise money for these movies, or?
It depends what kind of movie you're making, what kind of message you're sending out. So if other people believe your films and your in your vision, yes, they're gonna help you to fund it. So
Do you like
other than
auditioning, or
say it
do
again.
you like to audition? Do you like
I love,
audition?
yeah, I love to audition.
Have you gone
I
on a
love,
lot of auditions, or
I have gone to a few other auditions. Yes.
do they do they ever get nervous? Like,
We do get nervous, but once you get on that stage or in front of the casting director or the casting people, your nerve just kind of like stop. But initially, you do get like everybody has butterflies in their stomach, right? But once you ready to perform, you perform. You know what I mean? Like you either do good or you do bad. Like nowadays, audition is more of self-tape videos. So you do it at home. So you can have like 5, 6 different takes, or you can do 100 takes, up to you. As long as you are fine with like the best one that you take, then you can submit that to them. So it's a lot easier with self-tape submissions. You don't have to do it just one take like the old days that they used to. That you go into the studio, you memorize your materials, and then you perform in front of them. Now you can just co-read, have a script like under your table or like in front of tape it on your wall, whatever. As long as you're looking at the camera, they have no idea you're co-reading this. You know what I mean? They just don't have an idea. So it's much easier self-tape wise.
are you gonna do iPop again? Are you doing another one, or?
I might do pop again. I mean, I don't know. Not sure. We'll see.
It sounds like
We'll
a
see.
fun name, iPop.
Yeah, it is. It's a call International Performers. I gotta look at the whole name up for 1 second.
So how's
Um,
The
LA?
International House of Performers That Eat Pancakes.
yes, thank you.
The IHOP. The
Thank
IHOP.
you. I was about to look it up. I don't remember.
Just
This
had to
guy
say.
knows.
By the way, Susan, I agree with you with going backwards to what you were saying about don't wait for your manager or someone else to do your hustle. Because
Yeah,
so there's multiple reasons, right? We got to be true to the
right,
game, right? We
right.
gotta make sure that we're hustling. It's our
Yeah,
product. It's us that, and who's gonna have more love for pushing us other than us, right?
right. Yeah, exactly.
You know, I've been a
So,
salesman all my life, and I've always been selling someone else's product. Now it's time for me to push my product. And I believe in this
exactly.
product. I don't think it's going to get up early in the morning and help you mow the lawn, but it's definitely going to, get some laughs on stage. The other thing is, those guys are going to get your percentage. So most of the time, they're working for multiple people. Even if they're
Yeah,
just working for you, they have a life. Uh,
yeah,
You have your best interest. You know what kind of deals. Sometimes managers will book you anything to get their percentage. So you could be going somewhere really bad, some lousy room, as long as they get their cut, they're good. And so there's so many reasons why. And then again, they get that percentage. So it's like,
Yeah, exactly. And some of them not even typecast you the right typecast.
right.
You know, like you say, you gotta just be proactive, submit yourself, and then once you submit yourself, you can tell your manager and your talent, agent, be like, hey, I submit this myself, and they can't take a percentage cut because, but at the same time, you have to let them know. You know what I mean?
What about reality shows? Are you auditioning for a reality show?
I might be, but I want to. Um, I want to audition for The Circle. I love The Circle.
Oh
So,
yeah. How do you
yeah,
audition for that?
huh?
Yeah, I've seen The Circle before. Yeah.
Yeah, so I do like that's one of my favorite shows. More positive, on a positive spectrum of the shows. It's not so much drama. There's not much drama there. Other than that, I want to do shows that has an impact, a positive impact. I don't want to do anything that's too dramedy, too like, I don't want to destroy my image or anything. I don't want
Like
that
Big
kind of,
Brother? Would you go on Big Brother or?
I would if it's not too trashy.
Well, no, Big Brother's not trashy. It's on network TV. I mean,
Yeah. That's what I meant. Like, I don't want to do trashy TV, like trashy reality shows. You know what I mean?
no wonder you don't do stand-up comedy. You don't want to do
I
anything
don't
trash.
know. I
Comedy's all
should.
trash. It's all trash. You gotta look
Yes.
through the. You gotta look through the trash. Looking,
Yeah.
looking through. Yeah, like, have you tried to get on like Survivor or Big Brother or?
No, I have not. I should, but I have not. So,
What about game shows? Have you?
oh yeah, I have been approached for a few game shows that I have auditions. Again, with the strike, they have emailed me back and says once the strike is over, we will proceed.
You mean even game shows are on strike? I didn't.
Of
I
course,
didn't
yes, they're
realize
all
game.
union.
I didn't even realize game shows were on strike.
Oh yeah, they are union. Like I have auditioned for a few game shows.
Oh
They
yeah.
have emailed me back and says, we really like you, and after the strike, we shall proceed.
Yeah, a friend of mine did a game show, Mike Spiegelman. I forgot the name of it. I think he was on some game show. The Leah Remini is the host. And
Okay.
the fun thing about your friends doing game shows, when they mess up and lose the money, you can make fun of
Mhm.
them. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I make
I
fun of
love
him
to.
because he lost out on 10 grand or something. Like
Yeah.
he won a
So I
thousand
was,
dollars. I'm like, what?
yeah, so I was on Netflix called Magic for Humans.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was on that. That was my very first gig I booked myself out here. And then I went on to do some PBS shows. I was a red carpet host. I do, all that other stuff myself. So now I'm just looking to get more work and hopefully my agent and my manager could, further my career the next step a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Everybody's trying to step it up, get up. Like,
Yeah.
so are you gonna take more acting classes or?
Yeah. I mean, you have to. It's like acting classes is like, you're perfecting your craft like any other, profession, like medical profession. These people constantly gotta take classes and learn, right? It's the same thing with acting or entertainment industry. You have to perfect your craft by continuous education.
So do you like, would you work in the marijuana field or?
I mean, probably. I mean, if there's job opportunities, of course. I'll do it like brand ambassador, what I do right now with alcohol.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people who do that. They go into dispensaries and, you know,
Mhm.
and yeah, a lot of people do that kind of job for marijuana too.
Yeah, I mean, there's jobs out there is whether you want to do it or not. Just don't do, anything that's illegal.
Well, I
You
mean,
know what I mean? I mean, there's jobs out there if you want to make money,
I
like legit
understand.
money and work.
When I was in college at Fresno State, I was over 21, and I bought some people liquor one time, and they wanted moonshine. I don't know why you could. It wasn't moonshine. It was Everclear. They bought a
Okay.
bottle of Everclear, and I told the guy, I'm like, don't give anybody Everclear. And he gave
Yeah.
it to somebody. He gave some Everclear. The guy threw up all over the carpet, and
Oh,
it just smelled so bad. And I just thought,
wow.
I can't do that anymore. I felt
No, yeah, of
guilty.
course. Yeah,
The-
of course not.
the-
So my social media, it's my Instagram, is at Susan Who Official. So this is my Instagram.
oh yeah, on
Oh wait, hold
Instagram.
on. Keep it right there so that I can push. Okay, I just followed you. I had to push the screen. It's interactive.
Yeah.
Oh, you
So
followed
this
him
is
already?
No, I'm saying I had to
Oh,
push the screen we were watching.
oh yeah, your Instagram. Are you on TikTok or?
I am on TikTok, but my TikTok is Buzzy and Famous to You. But I don't really do TikTok much lately. I've been focusing on more of my Instagram. This is my TikTok.
What about Thread? Are you on Thread yet or?
I am on Thread. It's under Susan Who Official.
Somebody's got to
Um,
take the page Boohoo. Follow them at Boohoo.
Boo.
Who.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am on Threads. It's Susan Who Official. But I'm primarily focusing more on my Instagram. I'm trying to build up my audience.
Oh yeah, how's that going? You
It's going great. I got other company to promote me on Instagram right now. So, um,
do they pay you or do they send you free
they
merchandise?
do, speaking about paying, yes, I do have to do few of the product, pictures for two different companies as a paid partnership company.
What
They sent
company?
it to me already.
What
So
company is it?
I'm not gonna say anything right now because I have nothing up.
What kind of? What is it? What
It's
kind of?
it's it's for jewelry, like it's for
Oh,
like rings, it's for like necklace, things like that, jewelries.
you gotta send me some rings. I need some rings.
These company approached me. They just DM me and they like, hey, we want you to promote. I'll send you a free product and then I'll get paid once I, promote, take a pictures of jewelry, like a ring, whatever on my hand or necklace. So,
Have
it's
you?
a
You
paid
haven't gotten
promotion
the
for me.
jewelry yet, or
Huh?
have you gotten the jewelry yet, or?
Oh yeah, I had gotten them just a couple of days ago, but I haven't had the time to do the photo yet. So like I said, I just been busy with iPop the last few months and iPop just finished last week. So I'm just gearing up to do more promotion stuff right now with different companies and gain more audience and and things like that. So
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Is these days social media seems to be that is everything. If you can,
yeah,
if you can get a lot of followers, that's where it's at. Some people actually pay for followers. I had somebody tell me that give them like $1,000, it could give me like
mhm,
10,000 more followers.
no.
And I was like, I don't know about that. I mean,
No, the followers you do, it's basically how you promote yourself, right? Like
yeah.
for me, for example, like these companies, scenes, my pictures, I'm taking pictures with celebrities. I on the red carpet, all these companies reached out to me, be like, hey, we want you to promote our products. And then from there, they go to their follower and says, follow this girl, follow this person.
So
You
is
know what I
LA
mean?
different?
They look for that. That's what these companies look for. They look for people who have been like out in the world taking picture with these people, or has some kind of presence outside of these social events. Even like, not, it doesn't have to be red carpet. It could be like if you go to like a big event and you blog about it, write about it, things like that. And when these companies start seeing your stuff, that's when they're gonna help you promote, organic promote. You know what I mean?
So you excited about the jewelry? Did you like it or?
Yeah, I'm excited. It's just I saw it. I mean, I saw it. It's really cool. I like it. So I just haven't had the time to put it on and then, did the shoot on myself. Because I usually just do it like, like one of those selfie sticks, and I'll just take a picture of it outside,
Mm-hmm.
and then like you little bit like kind of Photoshop a photo in the background, like blur the background kind of things. You can do all of that with apps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like in the studio here, they have a green screen area where I see you got like your screen is kind of green in the back too.
Yeah, so I painted blue. I paint this background blue for audition purposes, for pictures stuff. So like I said, this is my own house. I can do whatever I wish with my wall. So I painted this wall back here, so
Are
I
you
can do auditions.
are you gonna like
Because
spray paint?
with auditions or pictures and stuff, they want you to do what's called a plain wall, which is white, blue, or gray. So those are the top three colors that casting director and director like, especially this color back here, because it pops, makes you pop. And they don't want to see thousands of white walls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my video is gonna stand out because I have a blue wall. If anything, they're gonna remember my blue wall and be like, "Oh, that blue wall girl," then versus a white wall. Everybody has a white wall.
So if you went to a stand-up comedy show and somebody was using a drone to film their set,
Hmm.
how would you feel about that? If
I mean, hey, they gotta do what they gotta do, right?
but would that upset you? Thinking like I can't watch this show. There's like a drone flying over me here.
Well, they gonna have to warn you. And first of all, if you're being filmed in any television, film, or anything that you're being filmed, you have to sign a consensus.
Yeah.
So unless, if you don't sign consensus, you can't be in that room or you can't watch that show. You would have to come back to another day that they're not filming. So, like I said, whenever they film something, they have to make you sign a waiver, a consensus waiver.
Because I was thinking about doing that. I thought, wouldn't it be neat if I had like a drone filming my sets during the comedy show? But my friend was talking about maybe the audience isn't gonna like that. They're gonna feel weird about
if
it.
you do it on the back that is not flying around, then I would say yes. But if it's flying around, that might distract the audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What if it's like a bird? It looks like a regular bird.
No,
And
I would.
eh,
People are not going to be paying attention to. People will be busy paying attention to where that drone is. Because
yeah.
what they're going to do is they're going to be self-conscious. They're going to be like, oh, did my hair look good, or am I sitting too like lousy? Or they're not going to be paying attention to you. So your show is going to be like not many laughs. You know what I mean? So you want to capture people's attention. So what you want to do is just film from the back. So, but everybody has to sign a waiver. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't think that's the future though? Like, you think in maybe 10 years they'll be using drones to film movies or
I mean, they're already using drone to film movies, like over the Grand Canyon, over like the skies and the helicopter stuff. They're already doing that. So,
what if you were in a comedy show and it looked like a bird came in, right? There was a
mhm.
bird that came in, but it was actually a drone, but you didn't know. And then the comedian
Oh,
started talking about the damn bird.
I mean, that's cool because you'll be wondering, like, what's that bird doing here?
What's the bird doing there, right? But it's
Yeah,
actually a,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, you'd be busy like figuring out what's that bird doing here than the show.
I had a bird drone in my apartment. Somebody sent it in, and I knew
Mhm.
it was a drone because I shut the door on it, trying to so it wouldn't leave, and it started flying like 30 miles an hour, just doing
Mhm.
circles. It was the
That's crazy.
craziest thing I ever saw.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And I'm like, who'd want to send a drone into my, uh, isn't that weird? Like you could be
Yeah, what are they
walk.
trying to do? What are they trying to do? Get you naked or what?
I don't know. No, I live with my mom, so like, I
But
hope
still, what are they trying to do?
I don't know what they were trying to do, but they did it a bunch of times, and the last time they haven't done it in months because I tried to like shut it so they couldn't get back from it.
Okay, good.
But
Yeah,
yeah, it's like these days, they got all kinds of drones, but I
yeah,
I
yeah.
do
You gotta
you
be
don't think it would
careful.
be cool like if you're at a comedy show and somebody's using a I was thinking that it'd be cool too.
That would be cool, but I think it would be very distracting
But there
because
are
people will be like, "Why is there a bird here?"
see my thing was not only would I have a drone recording my set, but I would have somebody behind recording the drone.
Oh
So
yeah.
that way
Oh,
I
that's
could
cool.
stick both of them on. I'm like, somebody's recording my set. There's a drone there.
Yeah, yeah, I
Any,
agree. I mean, you should do your comedy show down here. I
yeah,
would like to go. Like to go to one.
yeah, I should. I mean, my dad's in the area. I think I'm
Yeah, why
coming
not?
down soon down there.
Why not?
Do you ever go to
You
the,
should.
you ever go to the comedy store in La Jolla or?
Very few times, yes. When I lived down there, yes, I do.
That's
You should
fun.
do you should do a set with Ben. That would be really fun.
That's great. Like, Ben is like doing a lot of stuff though.
Yeah, Ben is working hard, man. Like, so you should do a set with him though.
That's
He's
a good thing
he's
about
fun.
comedy that even with a strike, the comedians do still their shows. I mean, they haven't shut down the comedy club, so
Well, Ben has a virtual comedy show he does. It's called Nowhere Comedy Club.com. And you can reach out to Ben, book it on there.
is it every week or the he
It depends what he booking, but yeah, I mean he has like other shows like he does what's called Leave Off the Top, GOTT, every month or every other month. So he just finished a GOTT like Saturday. So he does like he used to do filters, but not filter anymore. So he does improv now. Like
oh yeah, improv is a lot better and stuff.
yeah, so it's 2 hours. He does 2 hours virtually with us, and he's a mad town king. So he's our mad king, and then he's our sheriff.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, so we play characters with him.
oh that's good.
So yeah, it's a really fun show. I don't know when the next GLTT Glee Over the Top is, but it's really fun. So he does that. He does also he does other comedy shows like um Daddy and Daughter or something. They have like Paul Palooza or something. You got to go on the website to nowherecomedy.com.
Does he have
Oh.
kids or?
No, he doesn't. He's single.
Oh, daddy or daughter? I thought maybe he.
Oh no, he has like shows with like with a dad and a daughter. And I mean I haven't been to that show yet, but I kind of heard about it. It's basically I heard the 19-year-old daughter, the dad would show like him like her like the Polaroid camera. She'd be like, well, what's this? You know what I mean? So it's like she'd be reacting to all this stuff.
That's fun.
Yeah, I haven't been to that show. I haven't had the time to do it, but I've heard was pretty awesome.
So
But then he has other shows.
is your family in the East Coast? Or are they?
Yeah, my family's on the East Coast.
Oh, do you miss them a lot or?
I do miss them. I do miss my mom and dad. My, brother, my sister-in-law, they're in Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. Do you miss the East Coast or?
No, I don't miss the East Coast. I miss my friends in the East Coast in New York zone.
Oh yeah, you used to live in New York, didn't you?
Yes, I lived in New York for 6 years. Correct.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Do you wish you could go back or?
I mean, I would love to go back, yes, just to visit friends and family, but I won't live there again. I just don't like the weather.
Yeah, the
It's
weather
too
is
cold.
terrible, isn't it?
The weather is either too cold for me now or too humid. So once you used to California weather, it is not the same anymore. You know what I mean?
That is California weather. It's either too hot or too cold.
Yeah, so we get spoiled out here.
Yeah, where I live, it was like 100 degrees yesterday.
Oh my God.
It's
Yeah,
crazy. I
yeah.
slept with my window open. I had like the shades, the window
Okay.
open.
Do you
It's-
have AC though? Do you have AC in your
Yeah, we
house?
have central AC, but people always
It's a-
fight. AC, I think, is the number one thing families fight over. Everybody,
Well, yeah,
the person who's not paying the bill always wants it colder than the
that's
person.
true. Like for me, I set up 80 degrees. When I go to work, I put at 85. So, I mean, 80-degree kicks in, you know what I mean? And then I have solar. So I have solar. Pretty much I don't really pay much of the electric bills.
Do you have like a
My
battery?
bills,
Do you have a Tesla battery or
the what?
you have like a battery too for your solar or?
No, it's just sun. It's just solar.
Oh no, because you can get a battery so you don't have to
Oh,
deal
I
with the
don't.
gas company.
It's a backup battery instead of your energy just going back into the grid and then you having to buy it back from the utilities when you need it after the sun goes down at a reduced rate, which makes no sense.
I mean,
You
yeah,
can
I don't
actually
think I
store
have
it
a-
up and recharge it like a cell phone, and when it starts to run low and at night, you can actually pull from that battery instead of buying
Oh.
it back.
I gotta check. I don't know. I have to ask the company I bought it from.
Well, do you have to buy your energy back from PG&E or whatever your utility company is at
Um,
night? How do you?
No,
No, you don't.
no, I don't.
So
They
do
buy
you
it
have to
from
pay
me.
do you have to pay a PG&E bill at all for your
No.
electricity? So chances
No, they-
are you have a backup battery and you
Yeah,
never exceed the amount that you use. In other words, your cell phone never runs out, meaning your house
Yeah.
never runs out of energy and you
Yeah.
never have to pay somebody else. It's self-contained.
Yeah, they pay me. They pay me.
Yeah, there you go.
The trouble is, I run out of energy. Who cares about the house? What about you? I run out of energy. Now, the last thing I want to ask you, what's your favorite Stella Rosa flavor?
My favorite Stella Rosa is the red or the peach.
Yeah, that's really good, isn't it?
Yes.
we
they
gotta go
take the
down there.
juice.
We're gonna drink
They
up
take
your
some
whole bar
juice.
or something.
Yes.
We're just gonna drink Stella Rosa.
Come over to my house when you come down here.
Hell
I have
yeah, we'll
plenty
do
of
that.
bottles.
Yeah, thanks for being on. I'm sorry
Oh,
it
yeah,
took so
no.
long to get the show
problem.
started.
Yeah, no problem.
We had the
Glad to
man
be
try and
here.
crash us.
Yeah, no problem.
The man
I'm glad-
outside.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked out because they're
Yeah.
not going to take us down. That's for sure.
No, I mean they're crazy. Like it's just a podcast. I mean, maybe I forgot to send my payment in for my membership to
Okay.
the fraternity that owns the building or something.
Okay. All right. It's great to be on. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we even hung the White Claw sign behind Chris for you.
Oh
You noticed that?
Oh,
Do you see
oh,
that?
nice. I saw that. Yes.
There you
Correct.
go.
I saw. And this is my Instagram again.
Yeah, it's Susan Who. It's Susan Who on Instagram.
If you want to get closer with it, we can see it too.
It's HU. It's not like the
Mhm.
band Who.
Susan Who official.
Official. Are you the only Susan Who on Instagram or
No, that's why I had to make it official.
official? I'm the only Chris Cabacasa on Instagram. My last
So
name,
if you,
yeah, my
so
last
if
name
you,
isn't that very well known. So
yeah, so if you guys could tag that on your link, just put it at Susan Who official on Instagram, then people can follow me too.
yeah, thanks for being on.
Yeah,
We'll
no
get
problem.
we'll get you back on soon.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. Take care, guys.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye. Keep going.